Welcome once again to Civil Discourse Now. I'm Mark Small, Indianapolis attorney. My co-host is Paul Ogden.
Thank you, Mark.
And we are here coming to you from Big Hat Books in Broad Ripple, 5610 Cornell Avenue. And today we are going to get prognostications from Paul Ogden, his forecasts and predictions as to the 2011 Indianapolis municipal elections.
And Mark, I will toot my own horn here as I sometimes do. 2007, I went on a radio show and correctly predicted that Greg Ballard would win the election and predicted that the Republicans would control the council. So, did okay in those predictions, so hopefully I will do as well this time around.
We will keep track of it. So let's get on with the predictions.
As an attorney, though, let's throw out a disclaimer first. I'm not predicting who I hope will win. I'm predicting who I think will win. And so there's a major difference there. District 1.
I'm supposed to do that.
Okay.
District 1, Blair, Evans, Bishop.
Okay, District 1 is in northern Pike Township. The district is almost completely north of 56th Street. It is a district that used to be Republican, held by Ike Randolph, who it's trended Democratic over the years. It's currently held by Jose Evans, who is actually a former student of mine at University of Indianapolis. He's being opposed by Susan Blair, community activist up there, head of the Pike Township Residents Association. Michael Bishop, the Libertarian, is also the candidate. Susan Blair is a very strong candidate. Both parties have done an excellent job of recruiting candidates, quality candidates. The problem is the demographics of the county, the partisanship of that particular part of the township, I should say, is there's only 3 precincts now in that district that are majority Republican. So I think Jose Evans is going to win that fairly easily by a few percent.
District 2, Anthony Simons, Angela Mansfield, Sam Goldstein.
Okay, Sam Goldstein is a longtime libertarian activist. Angela Mansfield is a very active Democratic counselor, opposed by Anthony Simons, who actually lives in Pike. He's in one of the few precincts of Pike that are actually in this particular district, this district being located in Washington Township. Angela Mansfield's district, District 2, is a district that has trended more heavily Democratic over the years. Simons is a good candidate, though I think Angela Mansfield will carry that pretty easily.
District 3, Vaughn.
Okay, District.
Wait until I get done saying the names. Jeez. Blows the whole persona. District 3, Vaughn, Barber.
I don't believe there's a Libertarian candidate in this district. This district is held by Ryan Vaughn, who is the council president, a Republican, against Lynn Farber, who was our guest on the program today. And of course, Ryan Vaughn was a guest a couple weeks ago. I believe it was a couple weeks ago. Or was it
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. This district, Ryan Vaughn carried it easily in 2007, a good Republican year. It is, like the first 2 districts, is trending more and more Democratic. The 2010 numbers in that district were down to about 53% Republican, 52.5% Republican. The Democrats, and I think they made a mistake here, I think they should have targeted that district. They haven't, so I'm going to give the edge to Vaughn on this.
Good Republican year. Isn't that oxymoron? District 4, Scales, Polakaitis. I think it's...
We should know how to pronounce Costas' name.
I apologize.
Because he is a fellow attorney. Christine Scales is the Republican in this district. Costas, and I'm going to go by his first name, is the Democratic candidate. This is a district that is now marginally Democrat. Christine Scales has been a very active counselor. She's been, I would say, the most independent Republican counselor.
So she's the incumbent.
She's the incumbent. She voted against some of Ballard's proposals that were not more popular, including the parking meter deal, I believe the Pacer $33.5 million payout, she voted against it. Costas has a lot of money. He has a lot of backing from the state party, from the county organization. Recently, the county organization, or actually the state organization, put out a postcard allegedly from Christine Scales from Florida, where she has a home, Naples, Florida, in which she said, "Hey, thanks for supporting me and vote me back in, and I'll send you another postcard from Florida." It's sort of a controversial piece. I'm going to give the edge to Christine Scales there. I think she's going to hold on to that just because she has worked very hard in that community and she has a lot of contacts. But that's one to watch certainly on Election Day.
District 5, Kane, Butler, Hada.
Jackie Butler is a fellow attorney. She is actually the daughter of, I never know how to pronounce it, D-U-G-E, Doug Butler, who I think has passed away now. And then the other candidate there is Christopher Hada, who is a Libertarian candidate. They're both, Jackie Butler and Christopher, and I mispronounced his name, I'm sure, Hada is trying to knock off Jenny Kane in this district. This District 5, which is the northeast corner of Marion County, is the most Republican district on the north side of the county.
I was just showing off our really high-tech graphics.
High-tech graphics. It is, even though it is about a 61% Republican district, she should hold that. The numbers there continue to deteriorate, but she should hold on to that district. So I'm picking Jenny Kane.
District 6, McHenry, Voorhees, Fleming.
If you look at the map, the numbers switch back to the western part of the county at that point. This district includes Pike and part of Wayne Township, Southern Pike, Southern Wayne Township on the very western part of the township.
Isn't Northern Pike, though, kind of fishy?
Kind of fishy. Very, very clever joke. It is a district that Janice McHenry won in 2007, fairly close race. It has trended more and more Democrat. The fact that the 2010 numbers in that district have it about 60% Democrat. Janice McHenry is a ferocious door-to-door campaigner, phenomenal energy. But if the Democrats play it right, I think they'll hit her at the last minute with some mailings. She's voted for some unpopular measures out there, the parking meter deal, the Pacer deal, etc. And I think Democrats will probably win that. So I think Brett Voorhees, didn't say he was running for the Democrats, he's going to win that. Kevin Fleming, the Libertarian, is the other candidate there. So I think Brett Voorhees is going to win District 6.
Upset, predicted in 6. District 7, Williams, Lewis, Stone.
District 7 is a district represented by Maggie Lewis, a Democrat. It is the southern part of Pike Township. The eastern part of Pike Township goes into Wayne Township. Runs approximately from 56th Street down to Eagledale. It is a district that's fairly heavily Democrat. Matt Stone, again, is a Libertarian who's appeared on our show.
Twice.
Sahara Williams is to appear on our show next week. She seems to be a very good candidate, but that is a heavily Democratic district, and Maggie Lewis will win that.
District 8, Rhodes, Gray.
That's an interesting district. The Republicans tried to win that seat last time. It was very much a long shot. The candidate, a fellow attorney whose name escapes me right now, was not able to win that. It is a heavily Democratic district. Republicans were able to recruit Stu Rhodes, who was a former counselor himself, to run, so that was quite impressive. But it's so heavily Democrat, Monroe Gray is going to win that.
District 9, Spires, Simpson.
Sally Spires, did we clarify it was Spears or Spires? It's Spires, correct?
Yes.
She was on her program, very strong candidate. This is another race where the Republicans went out, and Democrats did too, and recruited quality candidates in districts that are very difficult for that party to win. She's up against Joe Simpson, who is a longtime activist in Washington Township. He has held I can't remember what position he's held in Washington Township, but he's an elected official or was an elected official. Sally Spires is not going to be able to win that, unfortunately, though I'm sure she's working pretty hard. So I give that to Joe Simpson.
Who is the incumbent?
No, he is not the incumbent. That is an open seat currently held by Jackie Needus, NYTES.
District 10, Holland, Oliver, Palmer.
Heavily Democratic district.
Wait till I'm done with the names before you go.
Oh, sorry. Heavily Democratic district held by William Oliver, who goes by Duke. He is running against Barbara Holland, the Republican. Joel Palmer, Libertarian. That is going to go to the Democrats on election day.
Yeah, but I like his email. It's niceguyjoel@gmail.com.
That is a good email.
Yeah, that's very, very positive. I wanted to circle that. District 11, Healy, Talley, Mulcahy.
Okay, this is a district that is heavily Democrat. Steve Talley is running. He's actually not the incumbent. He is he would be replacing another member of the council, Paul Bateman. And he's running against Mike Healy, the Republican, Tom Mulcahy, thank you. So Steve Talley will win that, and he was a former counselor. He will be back on the council.
District 12, McQuillan, Marsh, Sullivan. You got to on down with the names. Jeez.
I have trouble waiting for the Libertarian.
Okay.
I'm not used to the three candidates. The 12th district is northeast Marion County, below Jenny Kane's district, which I said is the safest, the remaining safe Republican seat on the north side, held by Mike McQuillan, a Republican, won a close race in 2007. Regina Marsh is a strong Democratic opponent. You have Libertarian Sean Sullivan. That particular seat has turned Democrat majority, held by a Republican counselor. I believe that Regina Marsh is going to upset Mike McQuillan in that race.
Upset in 12. Okay. District 13.
Okay.
Lutz, Evans, Sype.
District 13 is on the west side of Indianapolis. It is a district that is fairly solidly Republican, approximately 55%, 54%. It is a seat that in the right year might go to the Democrats. It's currently held by Bob Lutz, a fellow attorney, former Wayne Township small claims court judge. He's running against Jared Evans, a Democrat, Jason Sype, the Libertarian. That in a really good Democratic year, I think Democrats have a shot at that, but I think Lutz is going to hold on this year.
We'll be right back.
I mean, the mayor is in charge of running the city.